Hey everybody. So in today's video, I'm going to be giving you a wealth strategy secret, okay? I call it a secret because I noticed that a lot of people aren't utilizing it, and it's either because they don't know about it or maybe because they don't know the full benefits of it, okay? And I found this out because I did quite a few consultations last week, and I spoke to quite a few business owners, and they are not utilizing this strategy. And I talked to a few of you guys about CPNs. Now, CPNs are illegal, you guys. So if you ask me about a CPN, I'm going to redirect you and tell you to go get an EIN, okay? Because I am not going to, tell you guys anything illegal. Okay, because we trying to build generational wealth and break generational curses. Okay, we are not trying to go to jail for 2021, right? We are not trying to do things that's gonna bring a reproach on God's name or mess up, our families and things like that. No, your family needs you, your kids need you, you know what I'm saying? So don't do anything that's going to jeopardize that. Don't do anything that's going to jeopardize your freedom, right? I know that it looks enticing because you might see maybe some family members, some friends, or whatever, and it looks like they're getting to the money and they're getting all these things, doing it an illegal way. But you guys, please, just don't even do it. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to be looking over your shoulder for the rest of your life. You don't want that. And on top of that, y'all, it's way too much legal bread out there to be made, right? It's way too much legal bread for you to be over here doing anything illegal. Okay, so instead of getting a little CPN, all you got to do is get you an EIN number, and it's free. Yes, free. Anyway, so let's get into it, right? So anyway, if you study wealthy people and study where they made their wealth, right? They made it from one of three things, right? And that's either business, investments, or real estate, which is my favorite, okay? And I suggest that you get all three, okay? So if you notice, I said nothing about a job, because you cannot build generational wealth with a job. You cannot get wealthy or rich from a job. Okay, I don't care what people tell you or what you might think is not true. Not from a job, okay? I know a lot of times people get upset with me because I talk about the whole job situation, and I mean, it just is what it is. But I mean, I'm not knocking anybody for working, because look, I used to be a workaholic, okay? And so it's nothing wrong with working. The problem lies in when your job becomes your master. Okay, that is the problem. It lies when your family begins to suffer, right? Or when your health is deteriorating because you're just working and stressing yourself out and things like that over a job that will, if you die, will replace you in 2.5 seconds. That is where the problem lies. You can work. That's not a problem. But what I'm saying is that you need to have something on the side that's building wealth for your family. Your job is for you. You cannot pass your job on to your children. Okay? Do you hear what I'm saying? You cannot pass your job or your credit down to your children. I want to make that very clear. And I'm not knocking nobody, because I have been there, okay? All of those who know me know I have a special needs daughter, and I had a great career. I had a few great careers, right? But I realized that, you know what? This job is not going to make sure that my child is okay. For real. In real life, this job that I have is not going to make sure that she's good in the event that I'm not here, right? So these are the things, as when you're a special need mommy, your hustle is totally different. You see the world completely different, right? Because you have your baby, you have your child that you are trying to protect and that you're trying to set up. So I could not afford, as a lot of you guys, if you have children, you cannot afford to only have your job as your only source of income. Even if you don't have children, you're supposed to have 7 streams of income anyway, okay? But what I'm saying is that when you're trying to build generational wealth, when you have people that actually depend on you, your job, it cannot be the only thing. that you're depending on, okay? Because it's going to fail you. If last year, 2020, and all this corona and stuff did not show you guys that, I don't know what it will, okay? So anyway, that's my whole spiel on that. So let's get into this strategy. So this strategy is business credit, okay? Business credit, you guys. Now, I have attached, in this video, I'm going to attach a checklist, right, on how to establish your business, okay? First off, before I forget, because I'll get the run in my mouth and forget. So I'm going to attach this checklist. So if you are interested in starting a business, or if you already have a business, I suggest you download this checklist and just check it off and make sure that all of these things are established, right? Okay, so business credit. Let me tell you guys what the whole hype of business is about, because I know that it's not just me that says, oh, get a business. I'm pretty sure you hear that everywhere, and you're like, well, what's the big deal about getting a business and stuff like that? Well, it's just, you know, it's not just you making all this money and stuff like that and then your freedom, yeah, but business credit is what the wealthy use. We do not use our social security number. Catch this, y'all. Do not use, if you in business, you should not be using your social security number, okay? You don't need a CPN. You need a EIN, okay? You guys got to catch this, okay? Because it goes over people's head. It's going over business owners' heads, because there's a lot of people that's in business, but they're not really in business, right? It's a lot of people that's in business, but they don't have no type of business credit. They don't even know how to establish business credit. So that's why I'm trying to tell you guys, business, when you have a business, it's a different ball game, right? I say way too much available to you, because it is. It's a lot of stuff that's available to you that you will not get on your own, right? So when you have business credit, you get twice as funding as you would get if you had off of your personal credit, right? So you're doing yourself a disservice if you have a business and you're doing everything with your personal credit. That's a big no-no. Okay, the whole point of a business is for it to protect you. If you look at Trump, he's a very good example. He had these business, they went bankrupt. What did he do? He just went ahead and started a whole nother business. Now, did he go bankrupt? No, he didn't go bankrupt, right? So his personal credit is cool. You know, he still got his personal credit. He still got his money. He got whatever. He just said, okay, I'm going to learn from this mistake and create me a whole new business. Get it? Right? Because with a business or business credit, you can have as many EINs as you want. You can have as many businesses, right, as you want. When it comes to personal, you can only get one social security number unless it's been fraud. Unless you have been in a domestic violence situation and it's been fraud, then you can get another social, okay? But other than that, you only get one social security number. Right? But when it comes to business, you can have multiple business. And a lot of you guys are multi-passionate like I am. So you can have multiple business. Each business has its own EIN number. Each business has its own DUNS number. Each business has its own business credit. Okay? So when we're talking about business credit, guys, I want you guys to get this. Wealthy people do not use their social, right? So when they're buying their vehicles, guess who pays for it? The business is paying for it. But not only is the business paying for it, it's in the business name. So you're using your business EIN, right? Real estate, you guys. There is so much funding out there just for real estate. There is, you guys, I can't even... I get high off of it, because it's literally so much funding. They will give you hundreds and thousands of dollars just to buy real estate for a business in your business name, right? All of my properties, most of them is in my business name. That is where it is. That is key. You guys get this, right? And it's not hard to build business credit. It is easier to build business credit than it is to build personal credit, you guys. I want you guys to understand that too. Because business credit, it only takes you about a good 3 to 6 months to build business credit, right? Because the scoring for business credit, it only is from like 0 to 100. That's it, right? So with personal credit, it's completely, totally different. So I really want you guys to get in on this. If you have a business, you need to be establishing your business credit. Okay? Do not be using your social. And I mean establishing it without a social, okay? Because a lot of people, when they started off, they did not have good credit. And me, because I had bad credit once before, and then I even filed bankruptcy, and then when I got my credit together, I was really picky on what I'm going to use my credit for. So I was very leery on using my credit to fund a business idea that I didn't know was going to actually work or not, right? So you don't have to use your social, right? So I'm going to show you how to establish your business where you don't have to use your social. So the first step is actually downloading this checklist, right? And then the next step, I'm going to do a part 2 where I'm going to go into vendors and how to activate your business file, right? Your business credit file. Okay, so a few things, because this video is kind of like running over, but anyway, a few things that's in this checklist that you guys need to make sure that is established, right? Is different thing. One thing, let me back up, is a business bank account. I am surprised on how many people I talk to and they don't have a business bank account, or business owners that don't have a business bank account. Let's make this very clear. I don't care if you've been in business for 20 years. If you don't have a business bank account, you don't have a business. Your business on paper is not established until you have a business bank account. Get in the habit of making everything separate. Your business is separate from you. So your business should have its own bank account, right? Your business should have its own address, believe it or not. It should have its own telephone number, 1-800, that's listed in the 411 directory, okay? So these are some of the things that's on the checklist, but your business has to be separate from you, because a lot of times people are not able to tap into the funding that they need. So if you have a business, right, it's so much funding out there. There's so many grants, and I'm talking about other grants other than the Corona grants, okay? Because there's a whole bunch of other grants. There's a whole bunch of grants for startup companies. There's all type of grants. There's all type of loans. There's a whole bunch of everything for everything, right? And as a lot of people, especially a lot of African American people, we are not tapping into that because we don't know where it's at, or we have not established our business correctly to be able to participate and get those fundings, right? Because it's there and it's just sitting there, guys, and it's not even being used. The government have all kind of grants for businesses, all kind of grants for minorities, right? All kind of grants for women and for veterans and for disabled people. Like, they have all type of grants, and it's literally just sitting there, and people are not tapping into it because they don't know about it, or because their business on paper is not a business. They just jump to, oh, I got a website, I got some products, and I'm about to sell, and I got a business. No. Or they do part of it, but like they don't have a business bank account, right? Because a lot of people don't know, but there is a business rating, a banking rating, right? So if you have a bank account, there's a rating. So that determines if you're going to get credit cards, or if you're going to get loans, if you're going to, right? So these are things that they don't tell you, that you wouldn't even know about unless you kind of like, unless you know somebody like me that knows, or you know what I'm saying? Or something where, or if you know a banker, or not a banker, but like really a mortgage lender or something, somebody that's up there that's going to tell you, no, this is the things that they're looking for, or if this is not right, like if you don't have so much money in your bank account, then you're not going to be even eligible for these credit cards or for this loan. You get what I'm saying? So it's a lot to it. Okay, now this video is running long and I don't want it to. So anyway, that's my whole little spill on that. You guys, download the checklist. If you have any questions, DM me, leave a comment, and I will get back with you. But I am going to do a part 2 where I go into vendors, okay, on how you can get vendors without using your social security number, okay? But one thing that I do want to say about business when you're really establishing your business that I've come across, and it's a lot of people, some people, not a lot of people, but some people, they're like, you know what, I did all this stuff, but I'm not getting any funding, or you know, it's hard to get anything. And it's because your business name, you guys, like when I say it's little stuff, it's like little stuff. So say for instance, like I have a credit repair business. You will not see credit repair business or credit repair nowhere in my business name, or nowhere when I register my business. That's not even what I put it under, right? I put it under like consulting or something. Why? Because that flags you as high risk. So if you have a credit repair business, you better not put no credit repair in there, and you better not list that code, that NAIC code, NAICS, whatever code. Don't put that as no credit repair. Don't put credit, it's risky. Like anything like financial is risky. Different like pawn shops and stuff like that, that's risky. They're gonna flag, they will automatically flag you as risky. Yeah, guys. So be very, very mindful. So download this checklist, okay? So when you're coming up with your business name and different things like that, be very strategic in it. Like I would put like whatever your last name is, Enterprises or something like that. Because if you get like putting things like credit repair or hair or this or that, then they will be like the banks and stuff will be like, no, well, you don't need, what do you need real estate for? You get what I'm saying? They'll be like, oh no, you don't need real estate, you know, or this and that. Like it gets kind of tricky, but really the foundation of your business is super, super, super important. That part is super important. I didn't even get off into, did I get off into like the LLC? So in order to do this, you do have to have an LLC, a C Corp, or a partnership. Now sole props, y'all, sole props is not, if you're a sole prop business, you need to change that. It's a waste of time. It's just a whole waste of time, because a sole prop is basically, you're not separated from your business. It's you and your business as one. So that's gonna lead you to have problems. Now, you can, I mean, if you want to scale, it's gonna, you know, be kind of hard, but you can start building your business credit, but you have to have a DBA, right? You have to file a DBA doing business as with a sole prop, right? So it's levels, it's levels to this, you guys. But it's very much so worth it. So make sure that you guys are establishing your business and preparing it to become a 6 and 7 figure and trillion figure business, okay? Anyway, so you guys have a wonderful night.